Hi there guys, it's Ross at FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. This is one of our Tripadvisor reviews. This is KUNGS restaurant, Soi Lenki, Pattaya, Thailand. KUNGS is a place I've been to 1 or 2 times before. Always looked nice. It used to be Rinya Loaf House, like a bakery. I used to go there for pizzas. Very odd thing to have at a bakery. They used to do fantastic sausage pizzas there. Before COVID, I think after COVID, that possibly closed it down. KUNGS went in there. KUNGS do their own homemade sausages. Always looks nice there. Haven't been there for about 2 or 3 years. Let's see what today's visit brought. Let's start off with location and access. KUNGS is based just at the bottom of Soi Lenki, which is a short road that connects 3rd Road with Soi Buakhao. The Soi Buakhao famous crossroads, as I call them, a nightmare to try and cross over. Always seems to work very well here. If that was in England, there'd be beeping, there'd be swearing, there'd be fighting. Everyone just seems to get on with it here. I absolutely love it. I think they've got a little place opposite as well that does kind of fast food style burgers, etc. I think there's certainly a sign there with hunger pangs. I think that's like a KUNGS establishment. As I said, KUNGS overtook from Rinya Loaf House maybe about 3 years ago. I believe KUNGS have been there. Someone might say it's been a bit longer than that. You have got 1 or 2 steps to get up in there, and it's quite a small establishment. Quite a few tables kind of pushed together to try and get as many covers in as possible, which I totally understand. I sat round the side. There's a nice fan on round there and it's quite shaded. It was a very hot day when I visited today. Extremely hot. I'm still sweating now, apologies for that. Quite literally covered in sweat. Brilliant. Got 3 days left here. This is the hottest day by far in 3 weeks. Let's move on to the facilities. As you can see there, they've got a good outdoor seating area. There's also the seating area that I sat at as well, which is just down the side of the restaurant. There's also the indoor area, which is lovely and air conditioned. There wasn't enough seats indoors when I got there. Sod's law, as I left, indoors was empty. So I went to the toilet about 4 times just to go in and get the air conditioning blowing in my face. It was a very warm day, as I said. But actually, really nice air conditioning in there. Because it's only small in there, it really feels nice and cold. But the other areas are quite shaded. It's set back off the road, so I don't think it's too bad either way. If you're in Thailand, just embrace the nice warm heat. It's been raining for about 4 days, so I was quite happy to sit out and get a little bit of sun. They do have their own toilet there, not necessarily always a given for customer use in any establishment in Pattaya, but they do have their own toilet there. You don't have to pay 10 baht or anything, so that's quite handy to know. I sat there messing around on my phone for a little while, so the Wi-Fi was proven for me to be very good. Good high-speed Wi-Fi for streaming. I was on Netflix, I was on YouTube for a little while, in between trying the food obviously, which I'll come on to next. Let's go on to food and drink. As you can see there, they have got a really good menu of different smoothies, breakfast items, lunch items. I don't know what time they're closed actually. I'm not sure if they are open late into the evening. They possibly close 7 or 8 o'clock. I might be wrong there. Good selection as well of smoothies, hot drinks, cold drinks. I personally really quite like a smoothie. When it used to be Rinya Loaf House, I used to go in it. If I didn't get my pizza, I'd get a nice mango smoothie. Plenty of those little establishments out and about on the streets as well. But they do a good smoothie here at KUNGS. I can definitely vouch for that. Have the premium, yeah, please. It come with the juice?
Extra 30 baht.
Yeah, a juice as well, yeah, please.
Hot latte, nah?
Yeah, hot latte. And an extra orange juice. Yeah. And can I have poached?
Poached eggs.
Poached eggs. And do I get a choice of sausage, yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Lincolnshire, please.
Lincolnshire, mix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, actually Cumberland.
One.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, Cumberland English breakfast and Lincolnshire, please.
Okay. Hash brown, huh?
Yeah, is that included, yeah? Yeah. Anything that comes with it, good. Now, I opted for the Premier breakfast, which seemed to consist of hash browns, tomatoes, mushrooms, 4 rashers of bacon, really nicely healthy cooked bacon, no fatty rind and all that sort of thing on it. 3 different types of sausage. You could choose the same sausage, you can choose Cumberland, you can choose whatever you want, or one of each. I went for one of each. I went for Cumberland, a Lincolnshire, and an English breakfast sausage. It was an English breakfast, so I thought that was a good time to try that. Different styles of eggs as well, scrambled, fried, poached, which is a rare one. I really like my poached eggs. Often if you ask for poached, they don't even know what you're saying, even in England, so I'm not having a knock at Thailand there. Beans, grilled tomato, you get a couple of bits of toast and butter and jams as well. I then opted for a 25 baht upgrade to have a latte instead of just a normal filter coffee, and I believe it was an extra 30 baht for the orange juice. See how legitimate this orange juice is. To be fair, that's good. You can get some right pony orange juice over it. Not being rude like that. Normally in 7-Elevens that's so many types of orange juice. Normally they're made from nectarines, you know, orangutans, God knows what. Cheers. Always a strong coffee over it. I have toast every day in England. I've been here 3 weeks, I haven't had toast once. It's going to make me realise how much I miss it. I mean, I'd rather be in Thailand and not have toast than be in England with some hoagies. I knew from going a couple of years ago that I had to get down there with my camera and give it a full review. Food, really nice. The orange juice, as you can see, was a good quality of orange juice. I was very surprised actually. It's very hard to actually get a decent orange juice here. Orange juice was nice. Looked like it was one of the proper fresh orange juices, which is made like out on the streets by some of the vendors. Coffee, nice and strong. Tends to be really strong in Thailand. Bing! Just what I needed, to be honest. Everything was really nicely well cooked. I've done this sort of work all over the world. I found it very hard to try and get a decent English style breakfast in Pattaya. You can see here there's a number of establishments that offer it. I'm going to have a quick look at value for money before coming on to the official rating. The standard price, to include everything you can see on the plate there, was 239 baht. That was for the toast, for the English breakfast, and for a standard coffee. As I mentioned, I upgraded to a frothy latte coffee, tart, and a nice cold orange juice to go with it as well. You could have had obviously smoothies or whatever other drink you wanted, but I thought a nice orange juice, personally for me, goes down the neck really well with a good old greasy fry up. I will say though, it wasn't that greasy as a fry up. It was actually quite, I'm going to say, healthy. Personally then, people have moaned at me for comparing to British prices. I don't mind if you moan if you happen to be living over here, and obviously then it's just Thai prices. I come from Britain, so I do compare to what I'm used to in Britain. It's as simple as that. 300 baht, 304 baht is, approximately speaking, around £6.50, £7, something like that. Shoot me if I'm 50p out. Either way, for that, I thought that was amazing value for money, considering I went for the upgrade as well. There's, you know, for me, I'm going to say there was an obscene amount of food. You know, I'm not the biggest guy in the world. There was quite a bit of food there though for me. I thought value for money, absolutely fantastic. I do like to try and give an overall picture. It's had a very glowing reference from me. I try my best to be impartial if I've been there before to any of these places. I do try my best to actually find fault. I don't like to be too over the top as a glowing reference. Also wouldn't like to be too over the top if it was anything negative. I don't tend to include those reviews in my videos, on my channel, in my reviews on Tripadvisor. I don't think that's fair. If I've ever had fault with somewhere, I prefer to personally speak to the establishment, see where they can improve, and then that's actually where we get involved as a business, go back to them and think, thumbs up, you were like a 2-star, we're now giving you a 5 out of 5 on Tripadvisor. If I had to be very, very picky, the hash browns were a bit bland. Had a nice texture, a little bit bland. The poached eggs ever so slightly underdone, but it's all personal preference. There were not many tables available, it was full up, but this is just being picky for the sake of being picky. Overall, KUNGS is going to get an official FoodTravelMusicLove.com rating of 9 out of 10, which is equivalent to a 5 out of 5 on Tripadvisor. Well done, KUNGS. I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Please do check out my channel, check out my other reviews if you like. They're not just in Pattaya, not just in Thailand. All over the world we've done this sort of thing. Various videos, various projects. Thanks for watching. Ross, FoodTravelMusicLove.com. Inspiration from the heart. Cheers.